Good morning. Good day. Uh, Over here, I've got my yellow vest, solidarity in support of the French people and the people of Hong Kong and all other people all over the world that are trying to actually bring about a change, real change, instead of talk about it and then say that we're going to do it and then lying and just going on as business as usual. Real change. November 1st, I felt like something was going to happen this month, and I do believe it's being carried out this weekend, and next week it should happen, but we'll probably never hear about it, or at least for a long time yet. I just feel it in the air. So, with that, I'm going to talk about those who do, the doers, and those who can't do. Verses. Now, civilizations come about because of doers. The process of elimination, competition, true capitalism, the doers succeed and they build more and more, and everything gets better and better, and civilization is created and rises. Now, a friend of mine who did his PhD on viruses and also hibernation found a lot of these sine curves are the same as the human population. As it builds up, as civilization builds up, it gets to a point where mediocrity comes about, and there's more can't-doers who figure out ways, since they can't do, but they're good at figuring, they figure out ways of getting the doers to provide stuff for them and a better living standard for the can't-dos. So when this happens, more and more can't-doers are created and come about, and they move up in society and start standing on the shoulders of the doers. Of course, eventually, like with the bacteria, there's so many can't-doers standing, bleeding, living, sucking the blood and energy from the doers that the whole thing collapses. Gee, does that sound like today? So these can-doers, which are basically the schemers, they find out that lying and scamming gets you ahead faster in today's world than if you honestly work for a living. So corruption gains and gains, and the only way you can make money these days is through corruption, and one of those forms is working for the government, because it's getting bigger, and it sucks off the doers. And here goes that vehicle again, that gasoline engine. Incidentally, that one's a diesel. It's a little more efficient. So where was I? The governments and private corporations are representing you. They get you to sign these contracts to get you to say that I want these can't-doers to represent me, bleed off me, because they're promising to help me. They're promising to save me. They're telling me that I'm going to get all these benefits. So I can become a can't-doer, and I can live off the doers. So there's the quick version of the can't doers, which are basically the communists, overwhelming and sucking all the blood and energy from the doers. Now, a lot of this is black magic. These getting you to sign these two-dimensional contracts and to accept this corporation to represent you, the representative form of government, instead of you being yourself in your county and your state, like Nebraska State, instead of the state of Nebraska, which is a corporation, and therefore it's a trust because it's promising to protect and give you security. Back in the Civil War, that was kind of the last of the Constitution when the 14th Amendment was passed. Now, I've covered these in other videos. But this one I want to point out, and this is a big point, is this is actually black magic when you sign that application to become a citizen of the corporation, thereby giving up your nationality under the Constitution. So that signature, that license that you get is in all capital letters. That's a two-dimensional form of contract, and you accept that as you, as yourself. So you're in a sense creating this straw man, this artificial being, this artificial creation, which is only two-dimensional, and you're saying, yeah, I'll do everything, all the rules that you put down in the commercial codes. And these are all forms of black magic that actually capture you and takes your energy from you. And there's not too many people that have pointed this out, and I haven't really pointed it out, that it's like a spell. That's what I'm meaning in the black magic. And if you study it, it's all there, but you go, oh, that can't be. These people, these representatives that I have, can't be using black magic on me. They wouldn't do that. But once they're your representative, they don't have to represent you. They can represent the money, the bankers, or whoever pays them more, or whoever's bigger, because you've turned over your power of attorney to them, and they can do anything they want to with it, and that's what they're doing. Back in 2008, the banks were bailed out instead of the people. The people have been suffering since the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, more so because that really put the nails in the coffin that they're in. So anyway, I hope that all makes sense. Let's see, it's just 9 minutes into this video. But that's basically what it is the can't-doers who are better at scheming and lying and basically being the Luciferians have overpowered the producers, the people that are actually functioning to elevate the society, the civilization. So the civilization is collapsing because there's more people sucking the energy than there are producing the energy. It's not capitalism today, it's crony capitalism. So the students in the schools are taught that capitalism is bad, and they're saying, you see, it's not working. But it's not true capitalism, it's crony capitalism. Crony capitalism is when a few families are the only ones that are competing, And they realize if they work together, form a bigger corporation, that they can bleed the suckers even more. So it's just the opposite of true capitalism. It's not competition at all. These few families have formed societies, and they work together to suck the blood out of the fools. And it's not all their fault, I'm saying. It's because there's too many fools out there that believing what these banksters are telling them, and they're signing all these contracts to abide by admiralty rules, commercial codes, rather than lawful laws, whether you want to call them God's laws or the Bill of Rights or the Declaration of Independence, which were all patterned after God's laws. So today you have these maritime rules that you're living unto, and you're having to get permission because you've signed these contracts with them. So anyway, I think that's enough. Thank you and good day. Take care.